My name is Angel Marie Kendall and this is my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for watching. Basically what I do here is document my journey towards financial freedom as well as have others learn more about personal finances. Today you'll notice that I'm in a bit of a different setting. It's going to be a little bit loud. I'm actually at the airport. I'm on a private jet right now and I have a very special guest for you guys. He is a private jet pilot and he's going to be sharing you his story flying the 1%, as well as some advice that he'd give to you guys regarding personal finance. But before I put him in front of the camera, I ask that you please smash the like button. It helps me get my content out to more people who are interested in personal finances or who are on the journey towards financial freedom. So that being said, here's Philip Kendall.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. My name is Philip Kendall. I'm a business jet pilot. What I normally do is fly the 1%. I'm here to give you guys some financial advice as to how the 1% spend their money and how they value time. Rich people are really cool, you know. There is this misconception that they fly private because they don't like flying with the regular people. That is absolutely wrong. In the years I've been flying rich people, what I've learned is they don't like spending money on stupid things. They really don't like spending money on things that they can get for free. After all, most of them work really hard for their money. A good example was a few years ago, I picked up this client in Washington DC, and we couldn't find him. He was late, so I walked into the FBO and I'm like, where is this guy at? There was only one person in the FBO. It was an older guy. His beard was long and gray. His shorts were like cut up. He was wearing flip-flops, and I looked at him and I said, this cannot be our guy. This just can't. And I went there and I asked him, I said, hi sir, my name is Philip Kendall. I'm a pilot. Are you our passenger going from Boston to your destination? He said yes. I was floored. The guy looked like he lived on the street. We took him on the plane, took him to his destination. Upon landing, the guy reached into his pocket and pulled out a wad of $100 bills and tipped us $100 each. My point is, rich people don't spend money on expensive clothes, expensive shoes, expensive phones, unless they honestly believe that spending that money will give them some type of measurable financial return. Those of us who aren't fortunate to be a member of the 1% or the 10%, we do the opposite thing. We tend to spend money on the most expensive things, even though we may not be able to be in a financial position to afford it. Yet we put it on our credit card, we take out loans, and at the end of the day, we are unable to repay those debts, which sink us more and more into debts. For me personally, one of the most important things about financial management is knowing to control one's desire. If you don't know how to tell yourself no, if you don't know how to look at something and walk away from it, if you don't know how to structure your life based on your financial position, you will always end up in trouble. Always. It's never failed. The second thing I learned from flying the 1% is they value time. Time for the 1% is currency. They would rather spend 10, 20, 30, or even $40,000 to do a flight instead of taking a Southwest or a Delta or a United flight, simply because taking those flights require them to be at the airport 2 hours prior. They have to clear the TSA, then they have to get through the gate agent. And most of these individuals may be going to do what could be $1 million deal, so they don't have a lot of time to be wasting clearance security and waiting at the gate until it's time to leave. So for them, it is very profitable. It is beneficial for them to fly privately. The third thing I have learned about flying the 1% is they're really simple. All they really want to do actually is to be like you and I. I saw one famous basketball player in Teterboro. He was there with his wife, and he was literally getting popcorn out of the public popcorn machine and just standing there chatting with his wife like a regular, simple, ordinary person. What I've never seen in all my years of flying as a business jet pilot is a very wealthy person come to my plane carrying a Starbucks coffee. They would much rather use or drink the cheap coffee with the available cup from the FBO. Why is that? Because Starbucks coffee costs $5 or $6 every time you guys get it. If you take that money and multiply by 30 days, that is a lot of money. Rich people don't do that. I once saw this interview with the Cowboy owners. He had a flip phone, and the reporter asked him, "Why do you have a flip phone? You're so rich." He said, "I am rich because I have a flip phone." This is someone who can afford to buy $1,000 or a $2,000 iPhone. This is someone who doesn't have money issues. This is someone who can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, "I want to go to the Bahamas and stay there for 30 days. And he can do that. Yet he had a flip phone. This is proper financial management, and it is something that I encourage all of you out there to do. And it's not difficult. It really isn't. All it requires is some commitment, some time, and a genuine determination to achieve that financial freedom. And speaking of financial freedom, it's not good enough to say I want to achieve financial freedom. You must have a plan. You must have a goal. You must decide how much you want to save, how much you want to spend. You must be a disciplined spender. You must be a disciplined listener. You must be able to control your desires. You must be able to control your emotions. You literally have to manage your mental health, manage your emotional health if you want to be successful financially. Anything less, and I can guarantee you, you will fail. The next thing I learned from flying rich people is they don't allow their emotions to get in the way of their financial decisions. They are always strategic. They are always deliberate. They are critical thinkers. If something is practical and it makes sense, they will do it. If they have an emotional tie to something, but it doesn't make sense, they will not do it. This is the most important lesson I can pass on to you guys from what I have learned from flying the 1% for all these years. I'd like to thank the host of this channel for giving me the opportunity to share with you guys my experience as a business jet pilot flying the 1%. Bye.
So I'm really glad Philip was able to come on this channel and tell you his experience flying the 1%, as well as give you some financial advice. You probably noticed that our last names are the same. That's actually my dad, and I'm super thankful and very grateful that he was able to come on this channel and share his experience with you guys. My dad comes from a very poor country in South America, and he put in the hard work in order to get to where he is today, flying the 1%. With that being said, it is not impossible to reach your goals if you just put in that hard work. I hope you were able to learn something from this video, or hopefully you found his story very interesting. Big thank you to my dad for coming on here and sharing his story with you guys. He actually has his own YouTube channel. It's called The Pilot's Perspective. So please feel free to check that out. I post a new video every Thursday, so please subscribe and turn your post notifications on. As always, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.